welcome. I, Piyusha Vashne, student of Hindustan College of Science and Technology, pursuing BTech in the field of Information and Technology, and currently I am in fourth semester. I would like to extend a very warm welcome and a fantastic morning to Mr. Aashish Singh, sir, who has passed out from Hindustan College of Science and Technology in year 2005. He is currently working as a program director in HCL America. Sir, I would glad to know more about you.
Thank you, Piyusha. Thanks for the warm welcome. And it is always great when you talk to your college members, your friends, your juniors. So a great thank you for that. Regarding me, as you very clearly mentioned, that I completed my engineering in 2005. I got campus placed. I was working with CMC. Then pursued my MBA, a regular course from Birla Institute of Technology. Got placed into nuclear softwares, which is in Noida. Worked there for almost 2 years. Post that, moved to HCL, and since then I'm in HCL from 2010. Worked on various roles, and right now working as a program director, looking after all services transition and digital transformation related projects.
It's such a marvelous journey. So, without wasting a single moment of your precious time, I want to quote some questions on you. Can I, sir?
Please go ahead.
So, what is your key of success?
Well, it is difficult to define in one statement, but for the benefit of everybody, if they would like to leverage some of those for their journey, I would say there are 4 key pointers that always kept me going. One was specifically related to a defined vision with which I wanted to achieve something, or I wanted to start something, or I actually started something. In continuation or in support to that belief and vision, basically the belief to achieve that. And outside of it, the most important thing is taking chances is something that is very much important. We, in today's scenario, we always get back on certain things where we are in a doubt that whether we should be doing it or not. So believing in yourself, taking chances, and with a specific vision that you want to achieve something is what kept me going and still keeping me going.
It's such an inspiration. So, the next question is, how great feeling was it when you joined your very initial company?
It was great. The first organization, first college, first of everything is always that is in your mind wherever you are or anywhere you are. It basically that feeling that is something that you are working hard for long, and you have actually started living that particular dream. So words cannot define it, to be very honest. But yes, it was really great, considering on that particular day or on that particular moment of time when I realized that, okay, yes, that is it. That is what I was working for last 4 years during my engineering or during my schooling, where everybody with a thought process that yes, we want to do something big or small starts. So
Yes, sir. So, the next question, what all things you missed about college life?
well, a lot. To start with, I would say college life is a journey, and it is basically the collection of bits and pieces of moments that we capture. The moment of being with friends, enjoying with them, learning, doing mischiefs, as we all do, are some of those. Although I am still in contact with most of my close and good friends, thanks to the technology, WhatsApp, and other stuff. We are in regular connect. But yes, those moments, if I could, whenever I think about it, are those that basically is something that I and definitely everybody misses who is outside of their college campus and is now working in a corporate world or working somewhere.
So, any incident of the college you want to share with us, which you miss the most?
Well, there are tons. I was a hostler. So day in, day out, 24 hours into the college, into that campus, in that campus with the friends. So there are tons of memories and incidents. If I'll start, probably I'll go on and on for more than I don't know how many hours. But yeah, whether it was specifically related to the first class that we attended or the first introduction session that we had, I'm specifically not taking the word of ragging because it was not actually that. But yes, knowing friends, interacting with them, the events that we organized or the new events that we kickstarted are some of those that will always stay in my mind. And we still laugh about those. We still cherish those memories whenever we are talking. It has never been a day or an interaction with any of my friends or colleagues where we have not talked about what we did and what all we enjoyed.
So old days are always good. So,
Yes,
sir,
absolutely.
how you transformed yourself as a student and as a program director?
Well, the journey was long, and I'll still connect it to the first point that that I mentioned to your first question. That what has kept me going. Again, as a part of my engineering, when I was in final year, I got campus placed with one of the esteemed organization. It's part of Tata. It was CMC then. Now it is a part of Tata Group. But I wanted to do an MBA. I wanted to pursue MBA and then move into that particular role. So again, connecting the dots, as I was mentioning, the vision is always that is very much important. So I always had that in my mind that okay, this is something that I need to achieve or I should be achieving while I am working on the work that is assigned to me or the organization that uh, I am working for. In addition to that, the belief that yes, that is done, that can be done, is something that kept me going. Plus, again, in fact, before I even got selected for my MBA, I dropped from the organization at that particular time so that I can spend some time to prepare myself to be in that particular location so that I can have it, because I was on a traveling profile that I had. So all precisely these 3 4 pointers are the one that help me transform. But again, transformation is a big word, and that is where I would like to share some of the additional pointers, if I may. Transformation is something which is basically to change permanently, as the standard definition says, whether it is related to IT transformation, on which I am working right now, or whether it is related to transformation of an individual. So, and that is where I always quote a small story that I heard from one of my ex CEO, that the story of transforming from an ant to a butterfly is something that is always inspiring. So there was a college, I'll not quote the name. It had n number of ants in that particular college. Some ant, they wanted to be the leader of the gang. Somebody wanted to run faster. Somebody wanted to play harder. Somebody wanted to speak fluently. There was one ant who was sitting beside the window, enjoying the view and laughing at others that everybody is jumping around and running. That is where the other ants got anxious. Why he is not working on anything, or why he is not actually running on everything. So the answer was that ant, he wanted to become a butterfly. That is basically
No,
transformation.
that's a good journey.
So
That's
yes, so that is what transformation is. It is a journey where not only vision, belief, or taking chances is important, but preparing yourself, whether it is related to certifications, whether it is related to the education or anything, is what that keeps you, that will keep anybody going, and that will basically help achieve that particular target or vision that they have envisioned.
so it helped me a lot. Sir, the next question, if sir, you look back in last 15 years, how far you came in the terms of profession?
I would say I just started. I am probably 30% of all what I can be. There's still a long way to go, but yes, it was a long journey, and it was a learning experience every day. Um, the kind of profile that I am in, I need to interact with different organizations, different groups, different members, be it the CIO or CTO of life sciences and healthcare organization, or from a manufacturing or a retail business industry. That is where learning comes every day, interaction or the work that you do. So that tremendous daily learning is something that is keeping me going
Going.
on a daily basis.
Okay, sir. So, sir, in your thoughts, what contribution college made in your professional life?
College, keeping aside the basics, and that basics when I'm talking about is basically the degree that you get and the education that you get. But other than that, it basically helps you be prepared for the future. And on that particular one, again, I'll like to share one real life experience. We were, I guess, in third year or I guess fourth year. At that particular point of time, we had an ad hoc class where a non-regular teacher who was not teaching us. I was a part of computer science and engineering, and great gentleman, our ex-teacher. He came to our class to take that particular lecture because the particular teacher was not there for that particular day. And he said to all the class members, to all the students of our class, that what all you guys are doing to prepare yourself for future. I mean, I know you are studying your design and analysis of algorithm or DBMS or XYZ, but what all are you doing to prepare yourself from future? We were clueless. His response was, start working on your aptitude and your attitude, which is basically your personal growth, as well as the aptitude, which is basically an key for any entrance that you will take, whether it is an interview for any organization or for any other job that you will start. And that is where it clicked. The same day, I went ahead and brought an RS Agarwal and started working on my aptitude. And that helped to crack most of the selection organizations that came to our college. I finally got placed into CMC, but that is something that definitely I would like to share back, that it is not just about your studies, but it is also about outside of studies, what you're doing. So work on yourself, as in not only you, but to the complete members who will be probably looking into it or viewing it. So work on yourself, prepare yourself, and most important, always be ready and learn from the failures. Don't be afraid from them. Those will be the building blocks or the specific pointers that will make you grow, that will make you strong for the
I,
world.
I will definitely learn that. So the next question, one biggest lesson of your career till now, and you want to share with us.
The biggest lesson I would say is get excited about the imperfections. Don't be afraid of them. Because we were talking about transformation, we were talking about learning, we were talking about growing. So until unless we will not understand or we will not realize what those imperfections are, whether it is within ourselves or for the organization or for the customer for which we are working, is something will not be able to then resolve it. Because end of the day, everybody, whether it is an individual or an organization or a country, they want to grow. They want to be at a place where they are better from yesterday, right? And that only will come if you will start understanding the imperfections, and you'll feel getting excited about those imperfections or the shortcomings. That is where you will be then understand, okay, what are the corrective measures that I need to take so that I can grow as a better human
Better.
for the next day.
Okay, sir. So the next question, what all things you are expecting from the upcoming engineers?
In fact, one point I already mentioned, that don't be afraid to fail. That is one. But outside of it, the second point that I mentioned is work on yourself, improve your social skills, improve your business skills. It is not just the technology knowledge that helps, but it is also the business knowledge or the social well-being helps. Keep learning and growing. Be a student always is the third point that I would suggest. The day you will stop learning, that day you will stop growing. So keep learning every day. And fourth and very important, balance your work and family life. Work balance is very important. We When we grow into our roles, into our positions, or into our organizations, we tend to keep that in the back burner. That is not good. Family, friends, plus work all should go in parallel. So that is something that will play the key role. Balancing work and family and friends, very important. Now, the fifth point that I would like to suggest is, as it is a technology world, we are growing almost daily.
Yes.
Probably some of you will be working for ISRO, NASA, all other organizations, or for HCL, Cognizant, TCS, Infosys. Use technology wisely would be my fifth suggestion. Um, Technology is something that is a two-sided sword. If it is not managed properly, it may not work as it is as it is supposed to. So use technology wisely. And the last, probably the sixth point, is think and act globally. Uh, the world has become very small. Uh, People are working and interacting with members across the globe. If you are joining a particular organization, or even for an instance, if you're joining a meeting, you will have a member who is probably working or joining from APAC, China, from Singapore, from New York, from London. So the world is small. So think and act globally. So these will be the six suggestions I would like to share. On top of these, continue with your learnings, the studies. Do not put them on back burner, because that is the base. On top of it, the others will continue.
I would love to know that if you want to change something about yourself professionally, what would it be?
Difficult to answer. I would say nothing. Considering, and let me tell you the thought process behind it. Um, as I mentioned during a previous couple of pointers, that it is always very important to keep growing and learning. And that is where working on the imperfections, working on cleaning them up, is something that is a continuous work. So one thing, again, it will be very difficult. It is more like you have started climbing, you reach to one mountain, and then you see that there is another mountain on top of it. So the moment you'll realize, and the moment you'll start working on it, is then the things will grow. So without answering any point specific question, I'll probably would like to give a gyan that again, to answer your question, nothing specific, but again, as I move on, probably I'll keep on picking the new things so that I can start working on those and I can change those accordingly.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your experience and your unbelievable and marvelous journey. Thank you, sir, for joining us and to be with us. Thank you for your precious
Thank you
time.
for this opportunity, Piyusha. It was great talking to you. All the best to you, and all the best to all the viewers, all the students of our esteemed college. Thank you.